Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, it's just... Okay, it's zooming in on us now. Oh, that's a massive, massive picture. Okay. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay, a grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. And on here, something on the wall. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long-forgotten style. Was something written down there? Maybe something interesting? The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? Could be. I mean, there's radio stuff here. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. A portable Harman Wawashi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? A massive mural? Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but what is this strange thing? Wait, let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer, you're right. What is this thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer. A model number RC7024. Equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Wait, let me just investigate it.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Let's look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Let's press play then.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Elysium Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
What's the personal log? What's Fortress Occident? What are you, a machine or are you alive? Thanks, but I'm finished with this call. What's the personal log?
The filament you have inserted into the core.
You mean the glowing thing with the tape on it that says log February to March?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Oh boy.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with the call. Oh, what's Fortress Occident?
The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCS produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, it's so conceptual. And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game? Yeah, let's ask.
Any other questions?
What are you, a machine or are you alive? Let's, sure, why not?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are wrong.
Yvonne, my partner here tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? Let's go with the first one.
They're merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you, Fortress Accident.
Let's press off silent.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Let's press print then.
Nothing happens.
Alright, we probably have to activate it with a password first, and then we can print or something. Can we go up here? Yes, there's stairs. Was hidden behind the bar, so I wasn't sure. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. I mean, at least that means there's less mosquitoes in here. A cracked pane of glass, colorful. Oh, right, because... Yes, exactly. Clicking those bubbles gives us one skill point. That's why we got one. Okay. Psyche is complete, I suppose. There's nothing we can upgrade there anymore. Yeah, our Psyche is not particularly good, is it? Physique... What? Okay, what's the lowest now? 2, but they can't be upgraded. 3 is next. That's endurance, physical instrument, half-light, electrochemistry. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Physical instrument, half-light is intimidation. I'm thinking of choosing one of those 2 because they're not filled out yet. So let's go electrochemistry. Why not? All right. That should do nicely. What else do we have here? Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. What's in here? A rag or something? A scarf! +1 Mesk Banger's silk scarf. +1 pain threshold. Okay. Seems good to have in case we get into a, you know, combat skill check situation. Wait, what?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
That thing said something about a bowl of water with wires running into it. So yeah, so just we don't miss that. Okay.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Let's stomp.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Well, there's only one thing to do now, and it's yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Let's turn to Kim and ask him.
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. I can't hear shit. Now, of course in real life I would say the last one probably, so... yeah.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises.
Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing. Hey, what if it's something paranatural? It's probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around here. Maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though.
Alright, look up the bell tower now.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
No, I do want to know what's up there. Ah, check failure because, and it healed me because of the check failure. That makes sense. Okay, so I don't see what's up there, but it zooms out anyways.
Just darkness
Okay.
without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Try to make out something, anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
He follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing.
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
There he is.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Hello there. Tiago, I think was your name?
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The Crab Man.
Hey, who's there? This is the police. Show yourself. Say nothing. Be quiet for a moment. Are you the Crab Man?
The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershore.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Yeah, I guess I have been I have a bit of a problem and it's been getting out of hand lately, but I'm a policeman. I need to talk to you about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use. Let's hide the bottle behind our back. No, let's go with the first one.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it.
Great, more patronizing, so original. Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering. How do you know what I'm feeling? I'm actually here on behalf of some young people looking to establish a nightclub. Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Look at these crazes. What is this shit?
For some reason, I feel like you have a point here. Adjust your tie. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under the roof? What is this shit? You know, alcohol is central to my identity. If I wouldn't drink, I just wouldn't be me. This is stupid. I don't even know what this is. That's all well and good, but we need to talk about the unlicensed occupation of ecclesiastic property. No, let's indulge him first. You know, sometimes maybe that might soften him up for some more information to spill later.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege, saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
I'm going to ask you again, are you the crab man? Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. Point at the strange machineries. Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Viejita is grandma?
Wait, so, there is another person living in the church and it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
I'm doing a survey of passwords and passcodes, identifying regional trends in the interest of public safety, of course. Just tell me what's the password. Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez. Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it. Let's go with the third one.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
I'm going to ask you again, are you the crab man?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider. If you're not a crab, then what are you? Sorry, you just weren't moving like a human. Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me. To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures? Let's keep it moving. Okay, let's ask that first.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Rub your chin. You've got some nice curves going there. Squint your eyes. These seem a tad derivative. You're promoting the objectification of women with your reactionary depictions of female bodies. Honestly, I don't get it. These figures look half finished. I haven't quite been able to make out what exactly they are. But yeah, that one also implies like naked women or something. Let's see. Let's go with the first one just so we don't like piss him off already.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
So many people losing their memory, a certain portent of doom. I lost my memory too, and it haunts me. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me, start again from scratch. So you used to be in a gang, but you don't really remember it? Sounds convenient. Let's go with the third one.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting. My name is Harrier Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't do names. Either names are out. I don't care what mine is. Let's say Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores the hand, his limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who is this mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Hey, not judging. I've got drug problems myself.
I can see, and it saddens me. But devotion can save you. It saved me.
Faith is a kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, When's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it. I guess you have a point. Let's agree to disagree. I was being insensitive. Yeah, let's just say that.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the Mother's glory.
Can you sing for me? Sing for me something? Sing for me something.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins. He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, way. It didn't belong to me.
Is this your scarf lying around here? Let's show him that.
I think it was. A long time ago. I had to share it like a skin to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have it. I don't need it anymore.
The scarf looks pretty dapper, actually.
Right, I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Okay, now let's go to the humdinger. That some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared? So what do you think about the nightclub, that is? I trust you won't get in the way of some enterprising youth. Their business looks promising. Turning a church into a nightclub, I have to say it's a great idea. You should support it. Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Okay.
Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay then, thanks.
I think we're done here, essay.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation.
Sure.
However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Everything is. Everything and nothing. Another thing? Could these wires work as contact microphones? I do not know enough about contact microphones to answer that. To be fair, I know basically nothing about contact microphones.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Well, let's press play then.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Sure thing.
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye. Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Let's print then.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Let's read it then.